practicing architect and urban designer and professor and director, PVP College of Architecture, Pune. It would be wonderful to have you, sir, to share your amazing insights on creating sustainable and eco-friendly neighborhoods.
Yeah. So I'm an architect, I'm an urban designer. I've been in Delhi for 30 years, 33 years. Now 30 years I'm here. You can calculate my age now. And having said that, this presentation is not because I'm an architect or urban designer or the degrees can be just kept aside. This is a common man, common sense presentation. Simple. And in which we have been giving these presentations to citizens, politicians, bureaucrats, engineers, traffic police, merchant associations, Madhariwalas, anyone and everyone, and this can be done on a street, but certainly not on a street. When you have sun soaring over the sky, be at night on the street. Another thing about this presentation is it's simple logic. There is some harsh realities, there is some research, and there are some conclusions, and there are some simple solutions. There is no rocket science involved in this. And this is connected with everyone, whether you are an architect, engineer, designer, doesn't matter. If there are housewives here, I think this connects much better to a commoner than those who have all the degrees. Having said that, we call it creating healthy, hygienic human neighborhoods, then we want to a word into it as sustainable. So we put a word sustainable, creating sustainable and eco-friendly neighborhoods. To me, all these sustainable, eco-friendly are all jargons, and we were sustainable pre-independence. Our villages are still sustainable, and we are talking about sustainability. This is our research which starts from 1997. I shifted in 90, and this is a long research which I am not going to explain. But what it can just tell you, if you can see the black dots are all the research that we do. The red dots are where we reach some construction up to what is called as a tender stage. One of the honorable builders was here, and you know what tender is. The green one is what is executed. So what you will see is what is coming through implementation in the first 2 pages is absolutely very little. Then it is all red, a journey, and then you see some bit of more green there. Things are happening. So it takes a long time, almost 2.5 decades, and the journey continues. We are trying to reach from here to here. What is on the left to the right, and we are talking about a tree. We care about a tree. This is the condition of a tree on our footpaths, and we are trying to say that let the trees breathe. So this is our journey. Simple, logical journey. These are some newspaper articles. This is Delhi in 2015. 7 years ago, everyone saw Delhi's air take a deadly U-turn, but no one did anything. Today, landmark studies lies buried how Delhi's poisonous air is damaging its children for life. So finally, what do we want? We want GDP or what we want life? That is what we are going to discuss. Leave Delhi. This is internal contributor to pollution now. Biggest internal contributor to pollution is something. Pollution in Delhi. This is something which I now can't read, debate. Contributors to the PM levels that are very high: vehicle emissions, household sources, industry, construction, burning waste, and road dust. This is what the capital sources are all about, and this is very interesting. The blue that you see is during the COVID time. So the air level is absolutely perfect during the COVID time, and we are in lockdown. And the red is what is the normal time. So this is a study by Sunita Narayan. I don't know how many of you know this name, Sunita Narayan, from Down to Earth. This is Bill Gates, which everybody knows. Sunita Narayan being a not know, but Bill Gates everybody knows. His book is How to Avoid Climate Disaster. And that is the slide from his book, where what is damaging our environment. 31% is manufacturing, 27% is electricity, 7% is heating and cooling, 16% transportation, and 19% agriculture. So I being an architect, urban designer, anybody architects over here? You are an architect. So I being an architect, I feel we are responsible for everyone except the agriculture. All of us, we are party with all. This is the recent one which was uploaded, nearly 30 minutes to travel 10 kilometers. This is Bangalore, ranked second among the world's slowest cities. And then we say we have no solutions. But that's it. Stuck and stressed the health cost of traffic. What is the health cost of traffic? Having said that, we keep on naming, cities का नाम दिया हो, rethinking cities, sustainable city, resilient city, livable city, और अभी नया वाला है जो सबसे आप रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हो उसको access to limitations. Okay, it's the smart city. Fair enough. I have nothing against any one of these titles. But it is stuck. Okay. Now this is the cities we aspire. Look at this city. I hope you are able to look in this sun also. And I would like to know, what do you see in these two slides? We are in a conference of sustainability. So what do you see? Very simple. Outdoors doesn't matter if you what I am expecting before you are expecting.
No green areas.
Yeah?
No green areas.
No green areas. Lot of electricity consumption. Fantastic. Anybody else? Random elaborate urban. Okay. So the real thing is yes, lot of electricity consumption. And this is what it is and this is what you want to aspire. Mumbai to Shanghai करूया, पुण्याचं Hong Kong करूया. I'm sorry to take you back. This is one city. How many of you know architects know this? This Jaisalmer. I think this is a city which is in context, which is in climate, which is in culture. Everything is in place. And today also it is surviving. What doesn't it have? And what is the drawback of this city? If anybody wants to say, there is one drawback. Anyone? One drawback. This is Jodhpur. Both these cities. Green. This is real green. There is a drawback. Anyone? Sorry, somebody?
Too much clustered.
Too much clustered. But there is all shadow, ma'am. You are going through shadowed street. You are very comfortable. एक जगह से जाओगे वहाँ पे गोलगप्पे खाओगे, वहाँ से टिक्की खाओगे, वहीं से कुछ मिल जाएगा, वहाँ पे दोस्त भी मिल जाएंगे, जान पहचान भी हो जाएगी. एक गड़बड़. हम उसको गड़बड़ कह रहे हैं. Your vehicle doesn't reach your doorstep. That's the problem. Only two-wheelers, maybe cycle, maybe walk. That is the problem. If it is a problem, I don't know whether that's a problem. That I will tell you. And we have this whole research. Is that really a problem? Does your vehicle reach the 17th floor? It doesn't. So you walk. So you have shady trees, you have courtyards. And I'm not being very nostalgic because some people will rip it open saying, "Ye chodo yaar, ye ho gaya." So this is our pendulum. It is 10, the green is 10, the red is down. Now where do we want to be? I personally feel that the pendulum has to keep on swinging and we should balance the middle path. Either the green is the best solution maybe, but red is certainly not. We are into deep trouble with this. Deep, deep trouble. Having said that, this is burger, pizza, and this is the food which we now started really adopting over a period of time. My wife is a diet consultant and nutrition counselor. So, what is better? This is our Indian thali. Most nutritious, most balanced. And cities are like thalis. It can't be one kind of a thing. So, if you have that pizza, if you are having every bite, the same is the bite every time. Now you have two in one pizzas also, no? Left and right. I don't know whether they are water-wise also, 4 tastes. But Indian thali has fantastic taste and fantastic for health also. And that's the way we look at cities. This is the way we dress. This is the common. Look at right now. When I had a jacket also, I thought it's an air conditioned thing. So I carry a jacket. And then I realized, oh, I'm over it. So I kept the jacket there. So this is the way we dress and that is the most comfortable. This is the way somebody in Rajasthan dresses, uses his pakdi and puts it onto the floor. That becomes the takiya, that becomes the chadar. And this is in UK where we are cold. Not it in all. But what are we trying to do? Are we trying to do this? The question. Are we trying to do? That's the fundamental question that we need to answer. Smart is being healthy. Smart is being healthy. The city needs to make healthy choices for healthy citizens. That is what the city should be. This is a person called Michael Bloomberg. Michael Bloomberg is the 3-time mayor of New York City. New York City. I don't have to explain New York to anyone. He came to Mumbai in 2013, I think, or something like that. That time the bond is getting cut, so 2015, 18 February 2015. And this was a newspaper article, and what did he say? He said these three things. There is a false choice between economic development, we have been talking about development, and environmental quality. It is easy to quantify economic growth, that is in terms of GDP, but how do you put a value to 2 more years of life? 2 साल की जिंदगी की वैल्यू कैसे लाएं? Next one. Yes, you need jobs, you need growth, you need lot of things, but to say that you need them before your health is a question. I would say if you are dying, you may look back and say that wasn't a good decision. And there was a discussion going on right now on BDP and hills and lungs. Who's going to pay for it? Let the government pay for it. Let the builders pay for it. Don't you want to breathe? You want to breathe, so let it be there. I think Pune has led a big war, 90,000 signature, and the BDP is in. You don't have to build each and every what you call neighborhood in the city. You go to the university, you see, you yourself feel the temperature difference. You go to model colony, you feel a temperature difference. So I think you can have different opinions, but not at the cost of health. The third one is, if you do not focus on environment quality of life, now this is a very important one. If you do not focus on environmental quality of life, you will not be able to fix economic side. Making people live longer, happier lives isn't the purpose of government. Then I don't know what is the purpose of the government. This is Michael Bloomberg, 3 times mayor. सरकार का काम है लोग तो खुश रहे शहर में. अगर शहर की इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट के लिए अगर शहर कोलैप्स हो जाएगा, लोग शहर छोड़ के चले जाएंगे. अकबर के आगे भी ग्रेट लगा हुआ था, लेकिन अकबर को भी फतेहपुर सीकरी छोड़नी पड़ी. कोई बता सकता क्यों छोड़नी पड़ी? Why did Akbar leave Fatehpur Sikri? Left Fatehpur Sikri because there was no water there. पानी नहीं था. Now अकबर ने इतनी बड़ी गलती कैसे की? But we have to do. So having said that, walkable cities reduce blood pressure, hypertension, and risk. More walkable neighborhoods can reduce risk of diabetes, says study. Brisk walking better method than losing weight than going to the gym. Study claims. All researchers. This is our city, and these are streets, roads. I love to call them streets rather than roads because road means traffic, and streets mean people. So these are some streets which are 15 to 20% of the open spaces in a city. At times it is maybe 30% streets are open spaces. You count, and they are like the arteries of the body. If you save the trees, you will get fresh air. If you make walkable streets, you will get healthy habits. If you make cycle-friendly streets, I'm sorry, something is getting cut there. Healthy lifestyle, and if you have safe neighborhoods, you have a healthy body. That is what it impacts. This is the condition of the city. This is Pune. This is Mumbai. This is Jaipur. I don't know whether you can see the slide clearly. Look at we call it the chaos, you call it the urban milieu, you call it vibrance. The architects and designers try to use these words and try to glorify them. Wow, देखिए रिक्शा वाला भी चल रहा है, साइकिल भी चल रही है, ऑटो भी चल रहा है, बस भी है. Any foreigner coming from here, come, what is happening here? What do I do with this? People are, but is that what we want, or we need to really work around? I don't know how many of you have heard of this name called Enrique Peñalosa. Enrique Peñalosa is a Colombian politician, 3-time mayor of Bogota city. He said, a developed country is not a place where poor have cars. A developed country is a place where rich use public transport. That is what it is. So having said that, okay, I have come in a car and I am not a hypocrite. I own 3 cars. Let me tell you very clearly. I own 3 cars. One is my father-in-law's, 2 are cities have been taken over by motor vehicles and they need to be returned to the people. I am not against buying cars, we must buy cars, but what is the solution? This is another interesting research put in by Dr. Dinesh Mohan from IIT Delhi. What does he say? Very simple. What kind of a city do you want? किसी बच्चों से पूछ लो वो भी बताएंगे, या किसी बुजुर्ग से पूछ ले. Where my daughter and grandmother can walk and cross roads alone in the evening. शाम को मेरी बेटी और मेरी अच्छी can cross the road alone. कौन सा गुनाह का रास्ता क्रॉस कर सकते हैं? I have daily needs within walkable distance of me. Daily needs within walkable distance of me. Where I share space as equal citizen with others. I have variety in terms of space. The open space is equally distributed with everyone. It doesn't belong to only the rich and the poor. The last one, the one I am proud of and want to show others its beauty, quietness, and civility. In Mumbai, I see the water party or Marine Drive. Hyderabad, it's Zen Sagar Lake. Delhi, it's India Gate. Pune, it is the hills. That is what we are proud of. So, that is what the city is all about. I will show you some very interesting research. This is by Carlos Dora. He says Friends and Urban Transport. Again, you cannot read a number of things, and that is why I'm sorry. That's the street, and these are houses on both sides. So, यहाँ पे लिखा light traffic 2000 vehicles. So, if you have 2000 vehicles going through the street, and please imagine yourself in whatever colony, whichever city you are. You just start imagining. You have 3 friends and 5.3 acquaintances. 3 दोस्ती है, 5.3 जान पहचान. जब ट्रैफिक है 2000. जब ट्रैफिक हो गया 8000, दोस्ती 1.3 पे आ गई, acquaintances 4.1. जब ट्रैफिक हो गया 16000, दोस्ती 9 पे आ गई, acquaintances 3.1. What does it say? When there is too much of traffic, you don't want to get across and meet others. So, nowadays you don't need to meet anyone. Mobile तो है, birthday wish करना तो भी हैप्पी बर्थडे भी नहीं बोलेंगे, HPD लिखेंगे हम. But छप्पी मार के बर्थडे नहीं बोलेंगे. ये जा ही नहीं सकते. So these number of trips go on getting reduced. So we cannot meet, we cannot socialize. Look at the whole thing. COVID, 2 years we are in lockdown. It is back, and people are back with vengeance. They are back with vengeance into the society. गया mask सब कुछ गया. तो मिलना है. और this is what this research is all about. This is enjoy your car. Now next is a quiz. Quick quiz. The slide will come for 2 seconds and you have to answer. Okay, done. How many lanes were there? Yeah, you were trying to answer. Yes, Eric. No, sorry. So, these are 10 lanes, 15 lanes, 13 lanes. And go on adding the lanes. Jitna lane add karna karo. This whole demand of the citizens and everybody's mindset. Rasta chada kar do aur lanes badha. It's not going to solve any problem anywhere. Create more space for the vehicles, more vehicles will come. More vehicles, more vehicles. Look at the university flyover. You are going to be very comfortable after 3 years. That's what you think. Sorry, folks. It is not going to happen. You are going to suffer for 3 years and you are going to suffer for another 15 years. Nothing is going to happen. Having said that, this is Louis Mumford. Building roads is like loosening your belt when you are getting fat. Very comfortable. So this is Louis Mumford, okay? You know, these are top scientists, planners, architects. These are the people. Okay. Having said that, if you plan cities for cars and traffic, you will get cars and traffic. If you plan cities for people and places, you will get people or places, says Fred Cat. Okay. This is the master's slide. And this is the Brahmastra. So when we meet any politician, they say, Dada, ये आपको समझ में आ रहा है तो हम आगे चलेंगे, नहीं तो यहाँ पे हम चाहेंगे और चलते. So what do you want to do? Organize this content. This is the same street and these are the number of cars. You can see the whole thing is filled with cars. And there are X number of people. All these people are in these 3 buses. As soon as these people come into the 3 buses, the street is now empty. So you are not widened, you automatically release the road space. And these very people are into the cycle over there, now you have more space. Now what does it do is my question. What does it do? Forget this whole theory. If we are able to achieve any one of this, what benefits do we get? Anyone? Anyone? This is not a school class. Yes, sorry? Yeah, we have created space, that is done. But what are the benefits? Reducing carbon emission, first and foremost, pollution less, cycle, bus, car. कुछ तो फर्क पड़ेगा, कुछ तो common sense. You don't have to do a PhD in this at all. I have not done a PhD. It's common sense. What else?
Physical fitness.
Sorry?
Physical fitness.
Physical fitness, ma'am. Absolutely. Physical fitness. What else?
More interaction.
One more thing, which I want to tell 3 or 4 or 5 honorable finance ministers. including Madam Nirmala Sitharaman, Chidambaram, Manmohan Singh ji, Arun Jaitley ji, सब nothing. सबको पता है क्या बेनिफिट होगा इसका? फ्यूल बचेगा, कितना डॉलर्स देते हैं हम, कितना रुपीस डॉलर में कन्वर्ट करके फ्यूल लेते हैं, यू बी सेविंग फॉर पॉल्यूशन एंड फ्यूल. So this is, but fine, it has its own pluses. But one thing, that bus has to be reliable. If the bus is not reliable, I am not going to go into the bus. If the bus is not clean, I will not go into the bus. And with what is smart, on my mobile, why can't I get this timer? कितने बजे नेक्स्ट बस यहाँ से मेरे को स्वारगेट लेके जाएगी? अब ये यहाँ से बस स्वारगेट लेने को जाएगी, बीच में तो फंसी रहेगी ट्रैफिक के अंदर, तो टाइमिंग कैसे मैच होगा? इसका एक सिंपल सा सॉल्यूशन था जिसमें पूरे देश ने रिवोल्ट किया हो. आपको पता कौन सा है? पुणे भी रिवोल्ट कर रहा है इस समय, कुछ बचा पड़ा है. BRTS सिस्टम, ये इसी का सिंपल सादा सॉल्यूशन. लेन बना दो बस के लिए, यहाँ से स्वारगेट जाने के लिए बीच में कोई नहीं. नाउ आई कैन टाइम द बस एंड BRTS सिस्टम कॉस्ट यू अराउंड 20 to 30 crore per kilometer. But we are a rich country. We will spend 400 crores per kilometer on a metro. I am absolutely fine with it. Having said that, and we can keep on having this debate to midnight also. Healthy neighborhood has these three components. Now simple things: safety, shade and society. Safety is the first one. Zindagi of safety. These are the data. Estimated number of road traffic deaths in India, so much. World में इतनी so much, India is so much, etc. etc. Now this is interesting. A little extra speeds makes a big impact on accidents. 20 kmph से अगर आपको कोई गाड़ी ठोकती है या आपको लगती है, तो 9 will survive, only 1 will have a fatal accident. If you are hit by 30 kmph, 5 will survive and 5 will have fatal accident. And if you are hit with 40 kmph, 1 will survive and 9 will be in fatal accident. This is the data, research. किसी को try करना. 80% of the road traffic deaths are amongst pedestrians, cyclists and motorists. कोई इससे गुजरा हुआ ना तो उसको पता चलेगा कि ट्रैफिक डेथ क्या है. It is pathetic. Having said that, this is the way we walk. Perfect है, कोई चिंता ही नहीं है बेचारे बच्चों को. घूम रहे हैं, ये कहाँ की स्लाइड है? दिल्ली की स्लाइड. I belong to दिल्ली की स्लाइड. सब कुछ चल रहा है. ये राजकोट की स्लाइड है. ये फुटपाथ बनाया हुआ है, बच्चे वहाँ पे चल रहे हैं. And who is indisciplined? The pedestrian is indisciplined. He is not walking on the footpath. Very indisciplined. सड़क तो बनी थी, सड़क कार के लिए. आप indisciplined लोग हो, फुटपाथ पे नहीं चल रहे. कैसे चलेंगे जरा देखो, अगर आपको दिख रहा हो. I don't know वहाँ से आपको दिख रहा है. So, ये जयपुर का जौहरी बन पूरा. अभी आप इसमें अगर देखेंगे तो लोग कहाँ पे चल रहे हैं? लोग यहाँ चल रहे हैं. कोई दिक्कत नहीं, मस्त एकदम सारे लोग यहाँ पे चल रहे हैं. गाड़ियां एक लेन में चल रही, एक लेन, और यहाँ पे सारी पार्किंग. That's how it is. It's fantastic, isn't it? We are surviving. So, how does this happen? We cross like this. I will take the shortest path to cross. I am not going to do anything else. They look at that girl there, look at these people. एक बार निकाला उसमें से निकल. And then we say the pedestrians are indisciplined. No, they are not indisciplined. They want convenience. The shortest thing. This is foot over bridges. This is a दिल्ली का foot over bridge है. ऊपर चला हुआ है और नीचे यहाँ से लोग सब. Why will I climb up 4.5 meters? Foot over bridges are meant for the convenience of a vehicle and not for convenience of a pedestrian. It is for the vehicle that he can go through. So there is a question there that we raise. This is the subway. The subway is in GM Road. बंद पड़ा हुआ है. Model school के सामने. Now what happens in the subway? Slide quality, I can't. Slide quality is good. Sorry, सूर्यदेव. इस सबवे में अगर आप जाएंगे, it is dark, dingy, unsafe for everyone nowadays. Forget पहले हम कहते थे कि बच्चियों के लिए, लड़कियों के लिए, तो सबके लिए unsafe. Nobody use this. Then we have this. This is in Saraswati. This is a foot over bridge. Then we have a Dhaka there because we want advertising for revenue. So we climb up 3.5 to 4 kilometers with the steps, which I will not do. And then I get a space like this, which is completely enclosed from both sides, which is again dangerous. So this is the place for molestation, eve teasing, chain snatching, and anything and everything. So that's how it is. Then somebody said, okay, यार इसको हम ट्रांसपेरेंट कर देते हैं, ऐसे बना देते हैं. ये हमने एयरपोर्ट पे जाते हैं, कौन सा चौक है? विश्रांत वाड़ी पे ये बनाया हुआ है. ये जब बन रहा था तो हमने कहा यार इसको मत बनाओ. 5 करोड़ का एक फुट ओवर ब्रिज. दिन में 5 लोग नहीं चढ़ते इसमें. We tried our level best to convince, don't build it. You know, who was the person who was in agreement with us on this? Amongst everyone, citizens, corporation, politicians, engineers, contractor, designers. Who was in agreement that ये नहीं बनना चाहिए? Shop owners. Anybody else? Engineers were in agreement, the corporation engineers or the politician was in agreement, citizen was in agreement, or who was in agreement कि ये नहीं बनना चाहिए. We were able to convince the corporator. Politician was in agreement. This is waste of money. And you know, he couldn't stop it. Because the tender was done and everything. I'll show you the next one. How many of you have been in Pune for a long time? Raise hands. Okay. This is the one of the best subways of India. This is Deccan. Garhwal. You go down 1.5 feet or 1.5 meter, you climb up 1.5 meter, you have sky from top. So if you want to negotiate from here to there, nothing better than this. It is safe, you can have chana putanas here, you can do something, you can cross through where there is light, but this is not repeated anywhere in Pune. Look at the sensitivity level of every one of us, including architects like me. We tried our level best. We had introduced this at Swargate. We made a big model and showed it. So Swargate कैसे? नहीं हुआ. मॉडर्न बनाओ. हमारे को समझ नहीं आता है मॉडर्न क्या है. मॉडर्न का भाषा बहुत गड़बड़ है. What is modern? Yeah, अच्छी भाई कुठे चालतात तो. Who doesn't understand Marathi? Anyone here? I know सगळ्यांना. You don't understand Marathi at all? How long are you in Pune? You came for this. You are not from Pune. You are from Kerala. Oh, that's fine. No, because if you are here for a long time and if you don't understand Marathi, then I will have to send you to Raj Dhakre. Okay, concept. And then I will continue in Indian English. You are a little bit of Marathi is fine. So, Achi is a grand-old man, a lady. So she's walking here. She's not walking on the footpath. Look at the width of the footpaths. Why she's not walking there? Indiscipline, illiterate. Why she's not walking there? On a cycle track. Okay, this is a cycle track, but the cyclist is on the road. He's not on the cycle. Now he's also indisciplined. Can you tell me why the cyclist is on the road? Because she's here. No. Unfortunately, the slide is not clear. Anyone? Yeah, no. You have to look at the slide very closely here. Huh? No, पार्किंग बहुत आगे है. यहाँ पे तो सब खाली है भाई. Sorry, यहाँ पे तो सब खाली है. ये तो यहाँ आ सकता है. हाँ? Yes. Surfing of the road. That whole thing is interlocking blocks, and that is surface which is not smooth. I'm not here for energy. This person is going to his office and he doesn't want to lose his energy. Simple, logical, no rocket science. You don't need to qualify as an architect, urban designer, scientist, engineer, nothing. We tried to change this 10, 20 years, 15 years ago, told all the systems, and we are deep into the system. I would say, I would love to have the other speaker who was there कि गवर्नमेंट से कुछ भी नहीं मिलता. हम सिर्फ भारत सरकार के साथ काम कर रहे हैं. हम पुणे म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन के साथ काम कर रहे हैं. हम सरकार के अंदर जाके काम कर रहे हैं. और हमने क्या किया मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा. So अगर सिस्टम बदलना है तो get into the system. We are all happy, including me, to sit on a coffee table and keep on cursing the government. This we have been doing throughout our life. So having said that, ये नहीं बदला. 10 साल बाद we have been able to change. Look at this street. 50% of the street is occupied by the pedestrian. So where is the problem? Make the footpath right till that edge. The street is not occupied. Never occupied by the cars. These are vendors. Sabji wale. How many of you are in favor that we should have vendors like this? I know nobody is going to take a call. No. So that people say vendors, I need this mirchi or limbu, but I want it in front of your house. I don't want it. I want the muchi, the cobbler, in front of your house. मेरे घर के सामने. That is one part. Second is, how should they be located? Today, right now, they are facing the road. I'm not going to get into this lecture. It's for 2 hours. And I run it with absolutely pin drop 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I will answer the questions also. Otherwise, it will take a lot of time. What is the difference between that vendor and this vendor? Somebody tell me.
Facing the walking.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Perfect. He's facing inside. There it was facing outside. The problem there is that I want to be on my two-wheeler and say मेरे को दे दो ना. मेरा बस चले और मैंने भी किया है. I stay in Parayasam, I stay in Shooting Garden here only. मेरा बस चले तो मैं तो दुकानदार के अंदर तक टू-व्हीलर लेके जाऊँ और उसको कहूँ कि भी bread, अंडा दो. Right into the shop. I'm not going to even get down. This is all of us human tendency. It needs to be curbed. So this is what. So I don't want to park and get it. Now look at this here. This is complementary to each other. Inside you do something, the other time you are buying a shirt, maybe I am buying a banana, wife is buying something else, then the sister is buying something else. So that is complementary. And this is Mumbai. This is the Mahim Road, which is there. And there are big trees there. The trees are also. Now there is a huge thing saying that vendors are not required and they should be put into vendors market. इसको उठा के मार्केट में डाल देते 3 मंजिल. कौन जाएगा भी वहाँ पे? मुंबई का वो देख लो, मुंबई की स्टेशन रोड. You are going to station, you are picking up things. While going home, I am picking. That is convenience. People will use it. The point is that we need to give designated places for the vendors. Is that it can be. There is another interesting example of compare street with urban malls. Malls, you know. There is a mall. What is the mall inside the atrium? They are all vendors, no? The only difference is that every vendor has been given this टाइलिंग का ये तेरा एरिया, ये कॉफी शॉप का एरिया और इसका भाड़ा महीने का 10,000 रुपये. ये वेंडर्स भी तो कुछ तो भाड़ा देते हैं. किसको देते हैं, कहाँ देते हैं, कैसे देते हैं, ये किसी को नहीं पता. दिस इज ए टॉप सीक्रेट. एंड देयर इज ए एक्ट ऑफ पार्लियामेंट. 3 years ago, an act of parliament has been passed, which is called the Vendors Act, in which every municipal corporation is supposed to work on this and create a system at the ward level that every hawker is designated with a villa and with a space, and he has to pay certain amount to the ward office. And I hope this will get implemented in due course of time. It takes time. So this is our halls in which you give spaces like this and earn huge money. Now, there is another point. Can you tell me what these vendors also do on the street? They do something else on the street. Anyway, vendors make our streets safe. Because they are the eyes on the street. Thane mein aap jaiye dopahr ke waqt kabhi sham ko and ask any young lady to or girl to walk over here. She will go on a street where there are people. The vendors are eyes. They work like policemen. They are like policemen. And otherwise you have nowadays the camera lage hue surveillance. Camera to laga hai. You will catch the culprit also. You will catch the culprit after the act has happened. Who will prevent that? So, yes. Huge research, we don't share this. This is a WhatsApp slide, okay? The next one. These are cameras. United States, United Kingdom, this is China, and these are Indian cameras. Bharatiya camera. ये आज ही वहाँ से निकलेगी, जाएगी और 2 देगी वहाँ पे. सब सेटल नहीं क्यों? कैमरा करेंगे, फिर उसमें घूमेंगे, फिर करेंगे, कौन बदतमीजी कर रहा है, किस लिए कर रहा है? What do we want in a city is, I think we should question. Is the only the right hand side, whether I have a Benz and whether you have a double Benz or whether I have something, or we need to live our life. And most of you are here, young people, and that's the next generation. Hope you take some message from here. Healthy neighborhood, next is shade. Shade. No rocket science. Without trees, temperature is 43 degrees. With trees, temperature is this much. Again, the site quality. ऊपर का नीचे का देखो हरियाणा. This I face this temperature difference when I walk through, drive through Hare Rama Hare Krishna path in Model Colony. जैसे ही उसके बीच में जाते हो तो एकदम ठंड लगने लगती है. 2-wheeler. When I yes. Even अभिमान श्री. अभी तो वहाँ पे वैसे ही इतना ट्रैफिक वो उससे हो रहा है. This is JM Road years ago. पेड़ की हालत ये है, तो पेड़ के चारों तरफ जहर डालना और उसको खोदने का, and then you just strangulate the tree. And then we are saying, okay, it doesn't matter if it goes, I will plant 10 more trees. This is Sanapati Bapat. Common sense. This curve is here. If the curve would have been on the outer edge और बीच में मिट्टी डाल देती तो पेड़ थोड़ा ज्यादा खिल लेता. This is a design issue. Now it's slowly shift to design issues. Common man, common sense design issues. When we tell these engineers and all, I must tell you, the engineers we work with, it takes little time, and but after that they are on. For us, we are best to work with politicians, let me tell you, and some of the bureaucrats. So all three have contributed to whatever we are doing. This is in Coimbatore. I was going to this. Coimbatore में कौन सा अपना वो ashram from this thing? हाँ? ईशा फाउंडेशन. आज कार निकली, my wife was like, करो वो, इसका फोटो लेते. इतने बड़े-बड़े पेड़ है देखो, फुटपाथ कहाँ डाल रखा है एज तक, इसके चारों तरफ टार डाल. Why is not that it is green? What our simple questions are. Is that Mumbai one? थोड़ी तो हरियाली है यहाँ पे, हरी है, लेकिन we are not able to play. The next one, you will have to get translated, but it is Devanagari script, but it is in Marathi. Please read this. हा कुठला स्टंट नाही करतो. हल्ली गाडी उन्हात पार्क केल्यानंतर अशीच चालवावी लागते. म्हणून म्हणतोय झाडे लावा आणि झाडे वाचवा. झाडे लावा आणि झाडे वाचवा. लावल्यानंतर they don't grow. This is the kind of shit. This is in Portugal. This is in our own Jaipur. The next one is absolutely Pune. Absolutely Pune. And it's brilliant. Brilliant and done by corporate. Hats off. This is at Appa Balwan Chowk. He has put a tarpaulin on the 10 junctions of Appa Balwan Chowk. And he's taking care of those who are there. This is there. Tarpaulin cover installed at the red light at Appa Balwan Chowk provide shade to commuters on Sunday. At least 10 greens have been installed at these traffic signal near the blue shade वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. ये कॉर्पोरेटर का काम है क्योंकि उसको नेक्स्ट इलेक्शन जीतने का है. 5 years down the line he can be thrown out. So he needs to win the election. That is his aim. Imagine if trees gave free Wi-Fi, we would all be planting like crazy. It's a pity that they give us oxygen free. Next one is society. Third of the S, 3S. All there are two more which I have eliminated. One is services, which I am not going to discuss. Services below the ground, ये जो सारा होता है. And the last one is the system, the government system and all, which I will not discuss. So society is this. But I फिर से बस गया. So this is in Gangtok. This is a pedestrian street in Gangtok, and one of the corporators of Pune. I showed her this presentation and all. अरे बस मी परवा लास्ट वीक इथेच होते. काय मस्त होतं माहिती, इतकी मज्जा आली. तर ताई आपल्या इथे करूया ना. नाही आपल्या इथे नाही होऊ शकत. लोक ऐकणार नाही. करायला पाहिजे. Anyway, this is Istanbul, Istiqlal Avenue, where there is a tram and it's all pedestrian. This is the famous Manhattan Times Square under Michael Bloomberg. The whole taxi is gone and people are there, and the metro is below it, underground metro, and you use as a public space. This is a public space where children are playing, they are playing something else, whatever that game is. I only wonder what happened after the ball fell on that game, you know. उसके बाद भी क्या हुआ मेरे को? बस ये सिर्फ slide है. The last one is the most interesting social space. This is the most social street we have, isn't it? But there are very interesting social spaces around also. So these are social spaces on the street. So people can have fun like this. By the time we clicked it and they realized that we are clicking this, they got down. We have the got down photograph also. So a 10-year-old slide. This is opposite East Square. This is opposite East Square. I'm sure they are happily with each other now also. Now, let me come to what was being discussed. Neighbourhood plan. Okay? This is 10 minutes walk, short, Michael read, and all these points. And these are the builders' brochures. Okay? I am not going to name the builders, I am not going to name the society. We have eliminated the society. But these are all builders' brochures which show something like this. Lovely, isn't it? What are the brochures saying, please? It is saying, imagine you are Children hopping, skipping, jumping to school every day. Oh wow, this is absolute rocket science thinking. Pathways for jogging, working and cycling, walk to work, right of way for pedestrians. So we are basically trying to talk about walk and now the next one in their brochures, back walking back home, children play with no cars coming in their way. Oh, I think it's absolute innovation, Nobel Prize. And all these kind of things are in the brochures. So what we are trying to say is that if you are talking this language, we are also talking this language. So where is the difference? We are on the same page. Then why is it not happening? That's the question. So this is the township plan. So, and this is all over India. They say if this township needs to be the what you have written in this, then I would like to go through the ward number 35 with all this. Walk to school, walk to shop, walk to the garden. It is all green. It has a club. It has a temple. It has a museum. But all is within convenient distance, and we are going conveniently. And I am not taking out car for shorter distances. Shorter distances which I can walk. Today I want to take a car for even half a kilometer or 300 meters, and then I am looking for parking, which is not enough. And then we did a research and comparison of all this, etc., and then we came that this is the dasha. And if this is the dasha, then what is the disha? Because we criticized. So we said this project is called Project Disha. This is demonstration of integrated, safe, habitable, affordable solutions for neighborhood. So what is this? How do you change the neighborhood? That is the 4D approach. Data collection, design, discuss and demonstrate. The discuss is very important. If you don't discuss, then you are in trouble. You can't just thrust it down the people. And then we have this. We say that if you do this top one, then you will get these benefits. Street lighting, garbage disposal, trees, walking, cycle, public transport, handicap friendly, street vendors, kattas, open spaces and public spaces, then you will get property values will go up, pollution will go down, safety will go up, health will go up, fuel consumption will go down and social interaction will go up. And this will help us create healthy and hygienic cities and environmental, qualitative and economical changes will happen. Then we say this is the 11 number bus. What is the 11 number bus? In Delhi we used to say, कैसे आया भाई? 11 number bus है. कौन सी 11 number bus है? Cycle. So that is what we do. And this is the state of affairs. If you say cycle to parking, the top priority is for parking and the car that is there, which is in red. Pedestrian is halfway through. Cycle is somewhere 10%. Handicap is absolutely not there. Trees somewhere halfway through. So what should actually be happening is this green. Now I will show you this video. I hope it runs. Look at this video. And this is patented, nobody can use it. Okay, I will sue if anybody uses this. We take a photograph and then we see that what is the actual lane that is used. This is the only lane which is used. Look at the whole scenario. There's parking there. So we say that this is the width of the MV lane that should be provided. That's it, over. And rest all the space should be given to hawkers, parking, pedestrian, whatever it is. But usable MV is only this. So this is another one. And again very bad light. But look at the dangerous thing. This will play again. You will see everybody is walking on the street and particularly watch this over here. When the kid is walking over here and the motorcycle is just crossing almost. It could have knocked down the kid. So this is the state of affairs. Look at the place where people are walking. We have developed and we have been doing it and we are telling people, design the way we are saying. We will give it on a guarantee on a stamp paper, people will walk on the footpath. Except 10% exception who will always break the rules. And this whole concept is called equitable distribution of road space. The road is for everyone and you distribute it for everyone. And this is what again Michael Bloomberg did in New York. The same road base he painted. So didn't take out a tender of crores. We want multi-billion ton tenders for various reasons. I don't want to say that. I also want lots of fees, isn't it? So we repaint it and test it. So that's the cycle track, that's the public space, and the 3 lanes are squeezed there, and that's the redistribution of the space. So what is the solution for a city? The solution for a city is this: cycle, pedestrian, and public transport. Whether it is an auto is also public transport. Whether it is a bus or a minibus, or it is a metro. If you need a metro, Satara is saying I want a metro. मला पण metro हवी. औरंगाबाद मला पण metro हवी. Every town has become this thing. Kerala you have it. I don't know how much the ridership. There is a Nagpur metro which is on. We are recording it, so I can't make statements. At the end I can. Okay. Guiding principles for public rail. 6 principles we work on. यार ये तो कट गया ऊपर से. इसको नहीं ठीक कर सकते आप. कट गया तो फिर मैं यहाँ से पढ़ रहा हूँ और फिर वहाँ पे बता रहा हूँ ऐसे हो गया. उसमें मजा नहीं आएगा. थोड़ा सा इसको कुछ एडजस्टमेंट करना पड़ेगा. कहाँ गए प्रोजेक्टर वाले भैया? Okay, this is universal accessibility. So you must understand there is an act of parliament and there is a Supreme Court order that universal accessibility needs to be introduced. What is universal accessibility? The whole city needs to be wheelchair friendly. So we are using this act to the last. Using this act to the last, and nobody can violate that act because it's the act of parliament and there is a Supreme Court order to it also. Thank you so much. So if we do that, then we get so many win-win situations. You know, you can roll your luggage bags, you can get a pram in, and I will show you how we have done that. Second, this also have walkability so that the footpath is at one level. Simple thing. The third one we are saying is parking. That's the inclined parking on the left, and that is the parallel parking on the right. Which is better and why? Anyone? Parallel parking gives you a lot of space to move. Okay? Anybody else? Why not inclined parking? Easy entry, easy exit. I fully agree with you. Inclined is better, easy entry, easy exit. Anybody else? I'm a hardcore professor also, so don't think when I say that perfect, it is the right answer. I'm sorry. Okay. I already put a cross there. My dear friend, yes. Easy entry, easy exit, and parallel is difficult. My wife always, when I was parallel, तर मी parallel नाही करू शकत. तूच करा, मी उतरते. तर नाही करायची. And Pune should be proud that we are doing parallel throughout. Okay, all over the country it is not happening so effectively as it is happening in Pune. Inclined parking, when I take it out, what are the chances of you hitting the scooter wala behind and then ending on a brawl? Either you push him down. So I am not sure where I am going back. So we are talking about convenience. We are talking about safety. We are not talking about any beautification. For us, our tenders are taken out. Beautification of street. Beautification. We are not putting lipstick and powder or anything. We want good health. So this inclined parking has its problem of knocking somebody behind. So that's why parallel parking, which is the same thing. So you can see on JM Road. Imagine on the JM Road, if it is inclined parking, what would happen? JM Road also has parallel parking. This I have already discussed. Hawkers and vendor spaces designated on the street. Can you see the color there? This is your space, this is your district, villa number so and so. This is the way hawkers are. This is 11 number was cycle. Now people say, "Are cycle कैसे चलाएंगे?" There's a huge discussion amongst my friends and mostly architect friends. क्यों करते हैं इतना हे वगैरह वगैरह. डेनमार्क मध्ये बर्फामध्ये सायकल चालवतात. One of my friends, we are in a meeting in Karve Road somewhere. I came in the car to my office in Thane Road. He came in a cycle. He reached 5 minutes ahead of me. So there is no problem. The sun is fine, and I am not saying that cycle can be done for 10, 15, 20 kilometers. A cycle is 2-3 kilometers within your neighborhood, that is fine. And then there is a huge brigade of cycle nowadays. आओ संडे को साइकिल खेलते हैं. संडे को आओ साइकिल खेलते हैं. That is not the purpose of a cycle. Purpose of a cycle is to reduce the cycle trips. Health के लिए cycle is a different issue, but we are here talking about number of trips being reduced. So I remember रात दरी करके एक वो होता था यार, Happy Streets, you know, मुंबई में हो रहा था Palm Beach Road पे. My brother-in-law, he is not around now. Here, and the recording doesn't go to him. He said, "Jiya ji, it's wonderful. He is in Seawood Estate. ये बहुत बढ़िया सा ये सब हो रहा है. सुबह बहुत सारा होता है. 6 बजे से लेकर 8 बजे तक Palm Beach Road बंद करके. You will love it because we work in it. चलो चलते हैं. Happy Street 10 years ago जाके Happy Street देखा सब लोग वहाँ पे बैंड बाजा बारात सब कुछ हो रहा है. गुब्बारे सब खत्म हो गया. 10 बजे बंद करने लगे. वहाँ पे साइकिल चला रहे हो. साइकिल निकाली, इनोवा के ऊपर साइकिल डाली, इनोवा पे. बहुत बढ़िया. हैप्पी स्ट्रीट्स करना ना. मंडे को हैप्पी स्ट्रीट सुबह 8 से लेके 2 बजे तक करके दिखा. फिर मान. Do it on a working day and close this. Then we will really say that we have changed. I'm not advocating, it's not so easy. This is neighborhood shuttle. I will show you what is neighborhood shuttle. So small distances, get a politician's idea. टुन टुन करके ये मिस्टर मधुकर मुसले ये उनने चलाते 10 रुपए में टुन टुन फोन करो आजोबा को केमिस्ट के पास जाना है टुन टुन आ जाता है आजोबा को डॉक्टर के पास जाना है शाम को मेरे को केमिस्ट के पास जाना बेटे को कहना केमिस्ट के पास जाना है बेटा जल्दी आओ बेटे का मीटिंग 8-9 बजे तक घर पे टेंशन शुरू यू नो ऑल दिस इज कॉस्टिंग ए सोशल लाइफ husband wife they have to drop somebody for this tennis that is going on over here how are you going to drop this to the tennis I can't send my kid on a cycle over here तू छोड़ दे इसका तू मला नहीं जमा तुला नहीं जमा and then this is research which we don't do common sense tells us this is getting to a lot of and huge problems why because we are not making our neighborhoods comfortable I'm only talking about a neighborhood I'm not saying take a cycle from here to Hadapsar no not possible Deccan I don't know up to Model Colony maybe yes but from here up to Pariharso very much yes but it is safe it has to be safe. So, healthy and hygienic human neighborhoods can only happen when we start designing beyond the boundary with people participatory approach. And this is mostly for designers and my architect friends and urban design friends. We architects want to be within the boundary. We say, ये मेरा plot, इसके अंदर सुंदर सुंदर beautiful और boundary के बाहर ये This is outside the boundary. अंदर ये मस्त 10-story building है यही कहीं पे है नाम नहीं बता सकते and this is the state of affairs. Having said that, our research goes long back. First was in Deccan Gymkhana, JM Road, FC Road. So we did a full study and whatever has happened on JM and FC Road, we have been backing with 2-3 people whom I will pay tribute in the end. And this is not my work, there are people behind it. One person which I must name is Sujit Patwardhan. I don't know how many of you know this name, Sujit Patwardhan in Pune. He is no more, we lost him in Diwali this year. He is the Bhishma Pitama of all this movie. He is not an architect, he is an activist. So having said that, J1 Road, FC Road, we created all this and now you have seen the transformation of J1 Road, which we have not done. We have initiated the whole project, but final execution is not ours. Then this comes as what you call as Aund. So going back, this Aund, it will come back. This is 9 streets of Aund, the Red Street, Orange Street, Yellow Street, etc., which will come back. But it all journey started way back in there. 4 stages, 2009, 2014, 2016 and now 2018. So the first stage is 2009 and it all began like this with a big hoarding over there which said 1 कोटी रुपयाचा परिसरात नागरिकांसाठी रस्त्याचे सौंदर्यकरणाचे प्रकल्प ब्यूटिफिकेशन ऑफ द स्ट्रीट. सो दिस कॉर्पोरेटर हुवर वॉज देयर उसको हमने कहा की जरा ऐसा है की कुछ आपको बताना चाहतो येऊ का तुम्हाला सांगायला हो देसाई काय सांगायचं त्या आमच्या इथे या संध्याकाळी पण तुम्हाला 1.5 तास द्या तुम्हाला 1.5 तास त्याला कळत होतं नाही कळत होतं नंतर तोंड उघड मी तुला सांगणारच आहे सगळं हे सगळं असं करायला पाहिजे एंड मध्ये आय टोल्ड दादा ये करना आप अगला इलेक्शन कीजिए गारंटी ड्राइंग में बनाया थोड़ा Aund Vikas Mandal is a very active NGO and we work absolutely bottom up. Next day at my living room, the politician is there, the Aund Vikas Mandal people are there, and then my architects are there. We made a plan. पीछे आपको दिख नहीं रहा वहाँ पे कॉर्नर पे और दोनों तरफ गणपति के बहुत सारे वो है deities. So seeking the blessings of Ganpati, we are there. And the contractor was ready, and this was the month of we are in March now. It was around month January March. Contractor was ready, JCP was ready, everybody waiting कि खोदो और फटाफट बनाओ रास्ता बना. Because 31 तक सारा पैसा खर्च होना जरूरी है, because budgeted है. तो हमने contractor को and it happened to be a Saturday. Today is also Saturday. We said okay, this is design agreed, and we just went on to the street on a Saturday morning, and we put a fakki marking, we call it fakki. हमने कहा ऐसे सड़क इतना सड़क. अब हमारे पास इतनी पावर थी अब तक कि हम जितना बड़ा छोटा जो भी कुछ हम करना चाहते हैं हम कर सकते हैं, लेकिन हमने ऐसे कुछ किया. हमने इसको मार्क किया, सिटीजन से डिस्कशंस किए, पॉलिटिशियन इज देयर, सिटीजन इज देयर, इंजीनियर्स आर देयर, police is also there. I've eliminated some photograph. What we did over here, there were all the trees on top. We saved all the trees. And then you see the bottom one. That is Parihar Chowk on the end, and this is Anand Park at this side. So we joined this. Can you see this? What we are joining? So this is like a pipeline. The pipeline from the join. So if the width over here is 9 meters, the width over there is also 9 meters. Now this is 7 plus 7, 14, 7 plus 7, 14. We drew two parallels. पानी जैसा प्रवाह की तरह जाता है उस तरह से पानी ये अंदर जाएगा. बाकी जो जगह बच गई, this is for parking and this is for people. And we saved all the trees and we said this is what we will do. And there was parallel parking and this is. So it was like this. I'm sure many of you are here, you have seen this place. So it was like this. We did this. And then the contractor से कहा हमें सिटिंग बनानी है लोगों को बैठने के लिए. तो साहब टेंडर में तो सिटिंग है ही नहीं. उनका ब्रिकवर्क और प्लास्टर है. हाँ ब्रिकवर्क और प्लास्टर है. कोई बात नहीं. दोबारा की हम आर्किटेक्चर बैकग्राउंड दे नो दिस और इंजीनियरिंग बैकग्राउंड एवरीबॉडी नोज द ब्रिकवर्क एंड प्लास्टर. उनका ब्रिकवर्क प्लास्टर से सिटिंग बना. हमने इसको सिटिंग. And we saved each and every day. 500 meters. And we lived on this project for 7 years, winning all awards all over the country. This is what a street should be. And people were happy. And whether the politician won the next election, you have to go into the Pune Municipal Corporation thing and find out. I think he did with it before the BJP wave came much later. That is what it is. That is what the street looked like. Today the street doesn't look like this. Because it has changed into stone. This is what. This is one, and that's what. And these are the happy citizens, the feedbacks, etc. This is very interesting. Who are these people? These are these truck wallahs on the same street. Today also they are there in the morning time. We were told that they should be removed. They are not required. They are a nuisance. I said why? They are there in the morning time. They are doing the dhanda. They are available जब घर शिफ्ट करना है. ये क्या गलत कर रहे हैं? And आज तो बाणे रोड तो परिहार चौक पे बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं. 10 साल पहले वहाँ पे कोई नहीं होता था. And it was not safe. So these people were the eyes on the street. Believe me, Mr. क्या नाम? वो सब पानी डालते हैं इन पेड़ों में. They take care of the trees. This is what it is. अब ये जब सड़क बन रही थी तो इसमें दो स्टोरीज है. ये जब हम इतनी चौड़ी फुटपाथ बना रहे थे और ये कर रहे थे तो सोसाइटी एस्टेन शिरीन गार्ड सोसाइटी का मीटिंग चल रहा है. उसमें कह रहे हैं मिसेस लूथरा देखा है बाहर क्या कर रहे हैं कॉर्पोरेशन वाले इतना चौड़ा फुटपाथ बना रहे हैं इनका दिमाग खराब हो गया. मिसेस चोपड़ा ऐसे ही है ये कॉर्पोरेशन वाले को तो कुछ समझ में नहीं आता. I kept quiet in my society. Had I opened my mouth, they would have thrown me out of the society, saying if you are the culprit. Next day, my wife comes and says that Mrs. Kulkarni had come, our friend. She says, काय चाललंय का तुझ्या घराच्या बाहेर? असं वरती खालती जायचं म्हणजे. Because what we did was we put the footpath at one level. The car will go up and then go down into the society. So you will change the gear, reduce the speed. So when my father is walking on the footpath, your speed is less. That's it. That's it. So my son had the biggest argument with me. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go zoom into. No, you are not going to zoom past. Change the gear into one. So Mrs. Kulkarni was also arguing with my wife. कि काय है वरती जा खालती जा तुझ्या घराच्या बाहेर काय विचित्र चाललंय. My wife kept quiet. After 10-15 days or a month or two, she comes back again walking through this and says, गीता मस्त झालं आहे तुझ्या फुटपाथ वगैरे माझ्याच नवऱ्याने केलेलं आहे. That is how the perception changes. So this is what it is. Now comes the second part. Streets for people, by the people. So this what we are doing for last 20 years is like a complete passion. We do this. This is a seminar between the PVP College of Architecture where I teach, and then Samnet India, then ITDP, Aund Vikas Mandal, then BAWA, that is Western Aund Welfare Association. सबसे हमने कहा कि एक छोटा सा हमने स्ट्रीट बनाया पूरे औंध को हम वॉकेबल करेंगे. तो हमने ये शुरू किया. हमने पूरे औंध को साथ में लिया. देन हमने कहा कि ऐसे करेंगे. पेड़ के नीचे चर्चा शुरू हुई स्टूडेंट्स के साथ, सीनियर सिटीजन्स के साथ चर्चा शुरू हुई. एवरीथिंग इज पीपल पार्टिसिपेटिंग. डजंट कम फ्रॉम द ड्राइंग बोर्ड, इट इवॉल्व्स फ्रॉम द पीपल. एंड देन हमने इस आईटीआई स्ट्रीट पे एग्जीबिशन लगा. वी पुट एग्जीबिशन ऑन टू द स्ट्रीट एंड सिटीजन्स केम, एवरीबडी केम, लॉट ऑफ डिस्कशन ऑन ए सैटरडे संडे. And finally, a resolution was passed with the ward officer, CE, Center for Environmental Education, Sanskriti Menon, all were involved, and we passed a resolution. And then there was clap, 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 and we said we will take it ahead. But and then it came in the newspaper for the people, by the people. Nothing really happened. Then came in 2016 the Smart City Mission, and this was the brochure of Smart City Mission. Honorable Kunal Kumar San was the municipal commissioner. We are interacting with him. सर ये ऐसा ब्रोशर मजा नहीं आ रहा ना, कुछ ऐसा ब्रोशर बनाते हैं क्योंकि इसमें तुम देखो सड़क का समुंदर बना रखा आप, और ये इतनी सारी मल्टी स्टोरी, अभी बात हो रही थी मल्टी स्टोरी. I have a flat in the multi-story building. I pay 8,000 rupees per month as the maintenance to sustain lifts, powered water supply, stretcher lift, and fire hydrants. 8,000 per month, and we are talking about sustainability. Anyway, having said that, we said that this should be like this. Not that we cannot high rise, but this should be there. ऐसे करके we did this, and then Aund was chosen as a ABB area. And now here was the opportunity again to come back and look at Aund. And Mr. Kunal Kumar said, यार एक पायलट बनाओ. पायलट. मैंने सर एक काम करते हैं. पायलट तो हम बना देंगे. पायलट के साथ में ये 9 स्ट्रीट्स भी जोड़ देते हैं. तो हमने 9 स्ट्रीट्स कर दी S1 to S3. हमने कहा इस सबको हम वॉकेबल करेंगे एक लेवल और so that all that my grandfather can go from here to there, my kid can go, my cycle can go. So we started this. We again started design, discuss, demonstrate. We had all these elements in place that I've been talking for so long: walkability, technology, MSCB, water supply, drainage. Everything was listed: street furniture, signage, everything. And then we made design proposals. And then we took the photographs. We said this is the way it will be converted. Then we said that okay, we will have happy streets on one side, full on DP Road. DP Road, one side we will close permanently. Revolutionary idea. Kunal said, yes, we should do it. We have been doing Rajdari and all these things. Saturday, Sunday, no, we have a loop road there, we will do it. I said, so we did this again. This is the other side, Paryat Chowk to Ambedkar Road. We said, this will be the before and after. And then we went into public discussions. This public discussion in that auditorium at Brahman Chowk, discussions on the street, discussions in the meeting room, big discussions with n number of people, all brickbats, bouquets, everything came in. Discussion with the local MLA, city engineer, and then the project was launched on 25th June 2016. We made a model of it as architects, and I am very passionate with models. So we made a model of the street, and then it was launched by the Honorable Prime Minister, Kunal Kumar. You see. Then we did a trial run. We did a trial run करते हैं street को बंद करके देखते हैं लोग क्या करते हैं. पब्लिक डिस्कशंस किया, ट्रायल रन में दुकानदारों से बात किया, सबसे बात किया. इधर आ जा. So we had these public discussions with the officials, and then we said we must have some catchy thing also, no? You have to sell off. We said healthy aun ata aple angan. This was coined by us. Sanskriti Menon of CE helped us create this. Healthy is habits, ecology, amenities, lifestyle, technology, heritage, and you. You is important. People are important. And then we made posters, put it around, all the posters there, and then we put in this Udan. We said that we will have this Udan in this town where there will be a red Udan, orange Udan, green Udan, and this will keep on moving like this, cycling every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes, and it should come on your app. And this will be the way the Udan would be, so that you don't take out your car and you don't take out, look for parking, and particularly it will help if I want to carry 2 kilo, 3 kilo of kata, batata, whatever it is, rice and things, then I can go and have these loops. We created the bus stops, we created the bus signages. It doesn't stop as being only an architect or urban designer. There's much more to it if you want to do it. That's what we did. This was our Udan, and then we did a trial run. 7 days we closed the DP road. 8th October 2016 to 15th October 2016. We closed the DP road one side. What happened on the DP road was this. This is what all people came down. Wheelchairs came, handicapped, and believe me, these are not photographs which are posed one, they are instant photographs. Senior citizens up there for a walk, cycle, and our Udan. What you saw there, the Udan, this was a different Udan, because we couldn't hire those. That image we had taken from the zoo, that is that Swargate pe jo zoo hai. So this Udan was given to us, and this. And people told us, that बाकी काही करता का नाही करता, ही उडान बंद नका करू. This is the best that we have done. आता corporate, म्हणजे officially we could not. And we had this last photograph with some youngsters, and they said, "Sir, this has happened." We said, "Yes, with your wishes, this will happen," but nothing happened then. Then, in the process of implementation, we again had discussions, and what was decided was people were very two opinions: closing the full street and not closing the full street. Kural said, "What is to be done?" I said, "There is opposition, and let us take a midway path. So we will not go in for it. Let us not be extreme, 10 out of 10. It is 7 or 8 out of 10, that's also fine." So we did this. We did not close the road. We created these two streets, and you can see the yellow there. The yellow is the public frontage of each and every property. Today, if you go to DP Road and those who are, we did was we took the front, सबका सामने का boundary wall, and then we made our footpath right till that. So what it does today is people say that you have reduced the road. No, we didn't reduce the road. Road is the same. We increased the footpath up to the boundary. So visually, it is an illusion. So if I had a small house like this and I had this much of a plot, my house was looking smaller and the plot was. When I made this big a plot, now my house will start looking more smaller than that plot. And that is what has happened. So we have not reduced. Yesterday also somebody was saying, the stamp paper which I can put it, go back and we have the records that we didn't reduce the. But we saved each and every tree. We did this, we developed this section, we extended this, we put all the services below this, which I am not going to discuss. We got it signed and endorsed by Honorable Kunal Kumar. And then we did these things, and these are the things which we included. Now this is absolute design. This is what we did, one by one. Raised pedestrian crossing. These are the, what are they called? Speed breakers. Now the speed breakers or head breakers we don't. Speed breaker kills, causes 13 crashes and 9 deaths a day. That design will make speed breakers fatal. Said, okay, how do we redesign speed breakers? A very simple thing. We said we will put cobblestone, and this cobblestone will give you this kind of a thing, feeling, literally like this. So you will control your vehicle, so you will slow down, and we will have a race crossing where my father is walking at the age of 80, 85. You better slow down. You better slow down. And this is what we did. When we did this, when we executed this, after the execution, I was called, I can name who called, and we were told, this is absolutely useless, Mr. Desai. See to it that it is removed immediately. I said, sir, I have no power to remove it. You have to tell the engineers or whoever it is, because the contractor has already done this work. He said, do you mean that you agree with what we have done and do you believe in it? I said, yes, absolutely. Today, 7 years down the lane, it is there in place and it is working. It is being repeated everywhere in PCMC and everywhere where we are working. We are working in Kolhapur, we are working in Nagpur, we are working in Baramati. These are the only places. That's it. And that's good enough. So this is the gear changes here. Then comes median. You know these medians, which are the dividers, which are all of concrete. You can see that concrete. So I was explaining recently to someone, and I said, for a concrete divider, if I on a motorcycle, and if a motorcycle skids, and in any case we don't wear helmets, and I fall on the concrete divider, Khudana khasta, kya hoga? Today I know of a boy who was in a cycle who was hit, and he is not recovered 5 years down the line, and is not a vegetable, but is not in for this. So he said that this is dangerous, this concrete. They should be soft. And पुण्यामध्ये तर आपण काय helmet विरोधी संघटना पण आहे. So we said we should have soft surfaces. So we said that this is the way the head should be in between. अरे ये क्या पे होगा, ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता, it's impossible, उगेगा नहीं, maintain नहीं. हमने ये अपना perfect. यहाँ पे कैसे, यहाँ पे as an architect we can do all these things. So then we said that we will have okay. उगेगा नहीं तो बीच में हम जाली देंगे, जब उग जाएगा वो उसको पकड़ लेंगे. So this is the kind of research we did. And we did this. So now we have patented this almost. Nothing is patented by the way. You are serious about it? No. Okay. We said open public realm. So this 1 meter, बीच में mesh लगाई है, दोनों तरफ bougainvillea लगाई है. This is the way it has grown. And this is the way it grew in COVID. COVID में तो कोई पानी डालने नहीं है. Now obviously it is intruding onto the street. So you have to that. Bollards. We had in Pune and everywhere stainless steel bollards. We are talking about sustainability. Stainless steel bollards. दो चीजें, एक stainless steel, दूसरा काट के ले जाके बेच दो. Resell well. So then we have concrete bollards now. They have some problems. we are trying to work on it, but they do serve. So these bollards are there everywhere, which are concrete and the slope downs and all for the wheelchair. Now comes a simple thing: tree gratings, breathing for the tree. ट्री को सांस लेने के लिए ग्रेटिंग्स ये हालत है ट्रीज की चारों तरफ देख लो कैसे कर गला घोट के रखा हुआ है जो कुछ है पेड़ों की ऐसी हालत है और ऐसी इज्जत देते हैं हम पेड़ों को हाँ ये सब जगह होता है यहाँ पे लंदन न्यूयॉर्क एम्स्टर्डम जापान everybody travels here and says wow to this Singapore and all why can't we do it make in India we fabricated this is MRP and all that material this is the way it is today. It's everywhere. Subcontractors have completely patented. Have used things. Supply नहीं आ रहा इतना demand है. And engineers have adopted. They know it. पेड़ों की चारों तरफ ये लगा देते हैं. यहाँ पानी तो जाएगा. Rocket science नहीं है. So this is what we did. Then we had to fight another battle. Battle was for sittings. This is the way the sitting is. Can you see the amount of इतना मिट्टी दे देते हैं यार पेड़ है थोड़ा सा मिट्टी दे देते हैं आप भी ले लो. So we did this. We said no there should be enough earth around it and we did it in stone lines. When we did stone, we were told that this is not modern. You are not innovative. Mr. Desai, do some innovative. I said, stone? एक आइस बरोबर नहीं है. I think granite, right? They were absolutely not into execute. The contractor who is working on this project, you must understand, he's a road contractor. He's only interested in putting the concrete onto the road and getting the billing. Because this at the edge, what we are doing is all embroidery. Hard work embroidery, which contractor is not interested in doing because it doesn't get him any profit. We could push. When this project was finished, the contractor says, "Sir, 200 crore, 300 crore project केले, आपण तो 20 करोडचा होता. याच्यामध्ये आम्ही इज्जत करू." That was his. So we did this. We convinced. First mock up very difficult. Then we had to tell them, stone this, that, Pune, Maharashtra, Shivaji. This is what it is. This is what it is. I will not go into the details of why chamfer and all. This is complete different. This is the way the street is. All trees save shade. We call it the Aund mall below the tree canopy. This is a mall which is not air conditioned. This is a healthy mall on which you can walk. You can leave your kid. The kid can run over here. There is no vehicle. And that's the advantage of a mall. This is the way the sitting is all about. This is the way our feeder pillars are. This is the way they look. This is the way we made a cage, put it around, painted it by Pune Binali Foundation, and this is the way they look. Now obviously there are a lot of star वगैरह लगा दिया उसमें. Parallel parking I have already explained, but only thing that should happen, technology, is that each parking bay should have a chip, and we should be able to count this. And right now, if I am going to One Road, I should be able to see in my mobile how many car spaces are available, and I can block it and pay for it from your parking. And that should happen the way it happens in a basement of a mall. So this is parallel parking. This is all there. Cycle lane, I will not deliberate much upon it because cycle is another issue, whether it is safe or not, the cycle lane works or not. But this is all cold paint, hot paint, whether paint remains there or not, all that research. But it did work, it does work, and it is possible. This is the most important, entry and exit, footpath at one level. We got the footpath at one level. And the most important thing is this turning buffer, as we call it. This. So this we have introduced everywhere. This takes the dustbin, this takes the signages, and there's a huge research with this and very common sense thing that we have been doing. And this is the corners in which you have the dustbin and signages, so that you don't put your signages anywhere on the footpath. Signage laun takta. That is the signage. That is the way this comes. Universal accessibility, all in place. Tactiles, wheelchairs back, and the universal accessibility also gives you is this. You can roll your bags. You can roll your bags from Paryar Chowk till the bus stand of Shivneri. And again, right, the pram is back. People in the pram are there. We showed this slide to one of the MLAs. I can't name. Young MLAs showed this. Recently I was in Europe. Me and my wife Europe we had a kid, we bought a pram, and Europe से वापस आते वक्त हम pram वहाँ पे छोड़ के आ गए. तो इंडिया में जो pram लेके जाके क्या करें? Now we are working with that corporator. We are starting with 300 meters, not kilometers. So 300 meters से शुरू करना पड़ता है. This is the way the prams are. Lighting, lighting on the street. Our corporator told us, जिसे जब फुटपाथ फार मोठे करता है, हे करता है, लाईट कमी वगैरे असेल, हे अंधारी झाली तर गडबड होते. तर साहेब काही गडबड होणार नाही, फक्त लाईट देऊ. कोणी काही गडबड करणार नाही. 2-3% नी गडबड केली तर केली. Leave it nice to society. So this is the way the lighting is all about. Art and sculpture. This is Pune Binale Foundation, Ashwani Pete and her foundation, and Dr. Kiran Shinde, who had done these sculptures out of junk. They were there with corporation in each and every ward office. We got it and put it on our own. They need maintenance. Currently, it is not the best of the maintenance. This is subsidy, which is still there if you go at Delia. It has faded a bit, but he has a dice over there and you can play. Families play. These are engineers from Mumbai Municipal Corporation. And you can see the color has faded. There is research going on. This was a very interesting project that we started. Unfortunately, it didn't go through. Know Your Trees was the concept. There are 50 species on DP Road. We said each tree we will have this in Marathi and English, so this will become a botany class. But unfortunately, this has not come through. Urban Lounge is, what is Urban Lounge? Urban Lounge is a toilet. So where are you going? I'm going to the Urban Lounge. That sounds very nice, isn't it? And then we will make it nice. Otherwise, we will have toilets like this. The day we will have absolutely brilliant toilets on the street like airport, then India will become smart. Why is it not possible? We are striving for it. We are just waiting for some commissioner, some politician, just take it up. This design certainly we are not going to share. We have a design ready like this with certain principles that we have. Bus stop design. You don't need railing in front of the bus stand. You need only 2 pipes so that you can reach the bus easily. So that is the kind. This is a bus stop in Delhi, and this is what the bus stop we have designed. It has not come through. Urban design of the street. They are all different gates. We are told that remove all the gates and we make new gates. What for? What sustainability? This is steel. We said we'll do some study. We marked all the gates, made a sticker like this. We said we put sticker and black paint. So all gates will be used. This is street ambience. So this is what is happening. Before and after. That could be interesting. This is what it was before. This is what is after. This is what was before. Look at the tree and the blackberry. The same tree with dignity. You can look at that tree there near the Diagnostic Center. The same tree there. Vision Express. So this is the change. Very simple change. So just run through. This is the Commissioner, Smart City Mission, Durga Shankar Mishra, Kunal Kumar, officials. This is the team, contractor to Pune Binale, to engineers, project management consultant. So this was not possible without all Pune Municipal Corporation engineers. Absolutely on board. It took us time to convince them. It took us n number of meetings to tell them. But they are owning the problem. And last but not the least are these laborers. And there is part of it is my office team, 24 hours on the site. 24 hours on the site. And some of you are architects. We are blessed that we had the first ITI road. We're lucky and absolutely blessed to have none other than Charles Korea. And we are blessed to have Mr. B. Doshi visiting our district there. So both these, when I wrote to them and I told them, asked Mr. Korea, sir, we have done something. Would you like to come and see? Where is it? On your way to Ayuva. You can see the sitting is getting slightly old. It was much later. So it was still in place. He said, this is fantastic. He said, how much? I said, only 500 meters. He said, it's fine. It will happen. That's Mr. Doshi, post-Pisker, and he had come once. He said, yes, I will come. And he clicking a photograph is all our fees. Somebody can ask as architects, how much fees did you get for all these projects? All free. Absolutely none. Thanks. ITI phase 2, the same ITI road is again, we marked it again between this. The same sitting is now with stone. We've been told that the stone are very uncomfortable to sit, okay? To ask the senior citizens how uncomfortable it is. No, absolutely comfortably sitting there. This is our master picture where we have been able to get a friend on a wheelchair to meet his friends in the open rank. That is what change of universal accessibility can bring in. That's the way the street is. That's the way the gym is. That's the way the sculpture. That's the way the wall painting. That's the way the Surya Namaskar. And all credit goes to the local corporator. Absolutely dynamic. This cannot be done by us. The local corporator is super dynamic here. This is in PCMC, just to show me there is other side to it also, not only Pune. In PCMC we have done these 5 streets and we are doing much more, and they have got converted like this. You give space to people, people will use it. This is to D.Y. Patil in Pipri, Akodi. This is the old photograph. Yesterday only, here Delhi Smart City was shooting something. They had come all the way. You want another parallel? The footpath is full of students. So this photograph is not. This is from the opposite side. This is the way the students are coming to D.Y. Patil, getting down from the local. That's what. This is the cycle track at PCMC. The way the kids using cycle track at the edge as a safe edge. This is the cycle track. This thing. This is the deputy city engineer of PCMC himself cycling there. This is the tree canopy. It's all in PCMC. This is junction. An aerial view of the junction. The rickshaw right at the spot where see rickshaw people want to be there. Customer किधर है? सामने ही खड़ा वहीं पे रख देंगे. So there's everything. And we are doing these 3 other streets from. You must be noticing this from Rajiv Gandhi Bridge to Jagtap Berry. And we have done one at what is called as linear garden. So this is the linear garden along Sadagar. This is we removed the boundary wall between the garden and the street, and we have made this whole thing as a public space. So that's before with the boundary wall, and this is after. Kids with the cycle there, pedestrians, huge footfall. We call it the Marine Drive of PCMs. This is being named, and yesterday somebody said, "Oh, that's a nice one." I said, "Put it into the newspaper." So PCMC also gets a marine drive without the sea, but with a garden. That's the. So कितने लेन्स रास्ते की बनाएंगे? इनके लिए भी तो कुछ छोड़ दो यार. ये तो नेक्स्ट जनरेशन है. आप लोग तो कर सकते हो. यहाँ पे नहीं बैठे हुए. मेरे ऑफिस में सबसे सीनियर मोस्ट is less than half my age. Less than half my age. She is an architect and designer. I am not asking her age. She is an architect, just passed out. Waited in my office outside for some 1 month that I want to join your office. I am giving her some paltry salary, but she is here to work. She is also post grad कहाँ से करके आए हैं, लेकिन वो करते हैं काम. ये है सक्सेस. वो जो बूढ़े बने हैं, इसको बनाने को हमारे को 10 साल लगे. 10 साल के बाद this contractor agreed to make these models. Concrete के model. This is the embroidery on the street. This embroidery on the street. Those of you know, we are not trying to compare nothing, but those of you know Gaudi, Antonio Gaudi, and his this thing. What is that? Park the Village. We did these kind of little experiments with mosaic and everything. We are trying to do the same experiment on the floor, and the contractor has executed it in a Sarkar with a L1 tender, lowest code tender. He doesn't do it without profit, but he does it with emotion also at times. Look at the family sitting there. So you create people and places. You have people and places. Thousands of photographs and success stories like this. And that is the embroidery. That is the craft in a public realm. ये प्राइवेट बंगले में और फार्म हाउस में तो हो जाएगा. बिल्डर के हाउसिंग सोसाइटी के अंदर हो जाएगा. पब्लिक की स्ट्रीट पे कौन करेगा? कौन करेगा? फिर हम कहते हैं कि सरकार तो कुछ नहीं दे सकती. ये रही सरकार दे रही. आपका ही पैसा लगा इसमें. थोड़ा पैसा स्मार्ट सिटी मिशन से आया, वो भी तो कहीं हमारे सेंट्रल टैक्स में से ही आया होगा ना. वी आर ऑल पेइंग फॉर. That is the night. We worked a lot on lighting. There was all kind of a thing. This lighting is too excessive. So there is something called as adequate light. There is something called as good light, and something called as very good. We always believe in very good light in public realm. If the light is dingy, then it is unsafe. Unsafe for people. When you have bright light, when we remove the boundary wall, the local corporator and all, ते बाउंड्री नको बंद करा, गेट पाहिजे रात्री. तर गेट नाही ठेवला आणि ते रात्री आतमध्ये माहिती फार गडबड होते, हे होतं ते होतं वगैरे 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 गार्डन मध्ये म्हटलं असं आहे. आणि आम्हाला हे बाटल्या सापडल्या, हे सापडलं. म्हटलं असं ओपन करून टाका, तिथे आतमध्ये कोणी बाटली घेऊन बसलं ना तर गाडीतनं जाताना कोणी काकांनी बघितलं, अरे बघितलं मी तुला काल होता तिथे बसलेला. तिथनं ट्रान्सफरिंग करतो ते यू आर हॅड द फिअर, त्याच्याने जात नाहीत ना. So nobody will misuse it. Open the boundaries. Today we have got into these all gated communities. Tala laga ke can't come, security, this, that. The whole city should be open. Ferguson College se BMCC, BMCC se next कौन सा Symbiosis. सब में one should be able to crisscross around. Everybody will meet each other very frequently, no, in between the classes. Wouldn't that be fun to have a coffee? That's what Beyond the Boundary is all about. That's the nice. That is the kind of lighting we have given. That's an aerial from top. That is the way it looks. And that's glass 2-3 sides. Depth of the democracy is decided by the width of the footpath in the city. These are not rectangle and all. These are our courts, and we have painted. So this is a court, and these are our gurus. Swag doesn't come. First and the foremost guru is Sujit Bhattad. Next one is Dinesh Mohan. Both of them are homo rings. Geetam Tiwari from IIT Delhi. They have taught us how to do this. 20 years we are working with them. This is the next young brigade with whom we work. Sandeep Gandhi from New Delhi. Ranjit Gandhi from Pune itself. Paranjali Deshpande from Pune itself. Anvita Arora, who is an architect. By the way, Anvita is an architect. Paranjali is an architect. Sandeep Gandhi is an architect. Geetam Tiwari is an architect. And Anvita Arora is a doctorate and she is a cycle specialist. Sanskriti Menon is from Pune, she is renowned. Prashanti Namdar is an activist. Harshad Abhankar is an activist. And Shreya Gadpati is ex-ITDP. With them we have been really working for last 20-25 years, debating, coffee discussions and making little change. This presentation is actually a tribute to Dinesh Mohan and Sujit Bhattad. And that is what our office team from years is, many years. So it keeps on, it's n number of trainees, n number of architects, but everybody young and willing to join this. युद्ध म्हणायचं का काय म्हणायचं. The present team currently is there. I think we must modify this. And design leads and guides all. This is the footpath we designed on Satara Road years ago, which was BRTS. We designed that. We are very proud of it. This footpath, these people who are illiterate, they are exactly taking the footpath. They are not on the cycle track, they are not on the service road. Because this is as per the desired lines. Anybody wants to contact us, this is all our contacts. We are on Instagram, we are on Facebook. When we say we, only my office, I am not. I don't know how to get into Instagram, how to spell Instagram, I don't know how Facebook works. I'm only on WhatsApp and WhatsApp. My mobile number is in public realm. Anytime anybody feels that needs to know more, our office is down the line here at Baner Road, near Sakal Nagar. Baner Road out near Sakal Nagar. And that's how we are. Thank you for a patient hearing. Maybe I overran for maybe 1 hour plus. But then that is what it is. It's been 45 minutes, but I think it's... Any questions, any disagreements, you are most welcome if there is time. Hosts can decide.
Maybe get quick. One question, 2 questions. Because you guys have any questions?
Which? But a stormwater drain. It is very much there. It is at the edge. They are not open with stormwater. Stormwater system is below. So where you have the parking, in the parking you have the stormwater and you have the stormwater collections. But at times there are two components to it. One is with services, without services. So it is not really possible to change all the services. You have to work on the surface. When you work on the surface and the storm water is there. And there is a lot of acrobatics which is done to get the storm water and collect. So all that. So when we work over here, we design. There is a project management consultant who takes care of all the services, and then he integrates the services together. Even the manuals and all, but it's the question of how much he integrates. Finally, we have to integrate because we don't want the manual in between. We don't want the manual on a cycle track. We are very, very strict on this because on a cycle track, if a manual is there, the cover is up, then the person will, and they will never be fixed. We feel that all the manuals should be right on the road. Because on the road, if the manual comes up and all, within minutes there will be a phone call which will be traffic jam झालेला आहे, manual fit करा. Cycle track पर traffic jam झालेला है, how does it matter? Who cares for a cyclist? So we are trying to play this game very risky. So parking takes all the lines below if we can put it down. But if you may ask that where we have not explored, I will not use the word unsuccessful, or we have not been able to explore, and now want to get deeper into it is rainwater percolation. How do we let rainwater percolate? So I'm raising the question myself, and I will tell you. The people say that you put too much of hard surface. The point is that if you want to have the wheelchair, you can't have wheelchair. And then we go by the act of the parliament. So anytime we are challenged on this, we say we will not give it in drawings, because tomorrow if there is a central government audit inquiry, we will show our drawings and say architect. So our drawings will go as per the law. If you want to make any changes, that is.
Sir, there are like percolators are also there, like concrete percolators.
These concrete percolators, these people will come to your office and they will show you this brick. They will put a glass water over it and pani. This percolator when is going to be kept on the surface, नीचे का surface पूरा सोलिंग होना चाहिए, उसके नीचे पीसीसी चाहिए, अदरवाइज वो ऐसे ऐसे हो जाएगा 1-2 साल में, और फिर उसके बाद में सिटीजन्स कहेंगे सरकार का पैसा खर्च करते हो और फुटपाथ अनड्यू लेते हो, तो you need a hard surface. The only solution over there at times is to collect rainwater and take the rainwater of the certain things and pit से नीचे उसको percolate करो, which we are trying to do somewhere but not very successful. The other thing is, after leaving certain band, we can have pavers, which are percolating pavers, which we have done in Baramati, and we have kept soft this thing. But उसके नीचे फिर PCC नहीं डालोगे. You will only have soling there, so that it is there, and you then accept some bit of undulation after a year or so. That we will now see because we have just done 3-4 months that it is completed. इस बारिश में पता चलेगा. But everything is an experiment. You know, you have to accept it. मिट्टी में भी तो चलोगे तो कीचड़ रहेगी, तभी उस बेस्ट इज मिट्टी में से चलो, मतलब कि व्हीलचेयर लेके जानी है, ब्राम लेके जानी है, तो सरफेस वी आर ट्राइंग टू वर्क ऑन इट. बट ये तो पोरस कंक्रीट वाला चक्कर है, इट्स वेरी एक्सपेंसिव. Anybody else? I think we have overshot, so I think